What's up, everybody? It's Freaknik here in the Abdi Apekci Arena in Istanbul. We just had the last game of the day wrap up, and it was a good one. Brazil versus Slovenia in what is likely to be the match to determine second place in Group B. The United States have beaten them both. Most recently, Brazil in that 2-point affair, a heartbreaking loss for Brazil. They were emotionally exhausted, and you could tell, especially coming out in the third quarter, I think, today. Slovenia, on the other hand, coming on the heels of that huge win against their rivals and national neighbors, Croatia, and they rode that wave, rode it early, lost a little bit, and then got it back again late. We came out of the third quarter with Brazil being down 16 points to the Slovenians, and we all thought it was done. I said it myself in the blog, it was a blowout. And then Brazil comes through, Marcelo Machado comes through with some big points, Alex Garcia, a pair of back-to-back layups on the break, Thiago put a couple in, as he always does, and they cut it to 2 points, and from there it was fun as hell to watch. And in the end, what it came down to was, for Slovenia, who else? Jaka Flaka. A couple of big threes, one with the guy right in his face, lefty stroke in there, and then knockbar, hit one from the corner that really put it away, put the game at 6, out of reach, under a minute to go, and that was the nail in the coffin. These Slovenians are playing tough, and the way they played tonight and against Croatia, I'm not sure how they didn't give the U.S. more of a fight than they did, but whoever looks at that game and thinks it was an indication of what they're capable of, they better watch the rest of the tape, because if you see these guys in the elimination rounds, especially if half of these fans stick around, it's going to be very, very tough to eliminate them. I don't care if you're an elite team or just a run-of-the-mill team. You're going to have to play tough, you're going to have to play smart, and most importantly, you're going to have to hit shots and get rebounds. For Brazil, not very encouraging that they can only turn the ball over 7 times. 7 turnovers they made. They shot 46%, 6 of 17 from 3, which is much better than their game against the States, yet they still can't pull it off. So for Brazil, a lot of questions there, a lot of issues to work on, and we're going to have to keep monitoring that moving forward. Going on, in Group C, we had China losing to Russia 80-89. 3 Russians over 15 points in Manya Pankrashov and Sasha Khan. A balanced attack for them. That's what they do. When they get that balance, they do get those victories, so that's very important there. Turkey, they had a scare early against Puerto Rico. Obviously the huge win over Greece last night in that rivalry, and it looked as if they were going to throw it all away with loss to Puerto Rico. Not the case. They come back. They fought hard. Turkoglu had 16 in that one, and Ilyasova, the hero from the Greek game, had 13 points, 13 boards right there. 2 of 8 from 3, not as good as the 6 from 6 last night, but they'll take it. Greece, they cruised by 37 in what I think was the largest margin of the day. Got to check that. 97-60. Nick Kalathis dropped 15 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. Moving on to Group D, Spain took care of Lebanon, 91-57. New Zealand knocked Canada out of the tournament. They're packing their bags, 61-51. Kirk Pinney had 18 there. And then in another thriller, Lithuania, after the win of the day yesterday, with apologies to Turkey, with a second loss handed to Spain, they come out down 13 early and come back on France to win 69-55. Only 2 players in double figures for Lithuania. Everyone chipped in. Those were Machulis with 16, and then Machulis with 19 and Kleza with 15. So if someone else other than Kleza is leading the scoring attack, that's a very good sign for the Lithuanians, who are looking as good as anyone in this entire tournament. And then, in the game of the day, Germany, Angola. You say Germany? Well, hear me out. Close game the whole way through. Angola actually leads most of the way through. Germany ties it up late, and they go to overtime. But one of the most, if not the most, unheralded players of this entire tournament. It's a shame we won't see him in the next round for Angola. His name is Olympia Cipriano. He had 30 today, 6 of them in overtime, and that was 7 more points than Jan Jagla's 23. And in the end, Angola got that win by 4 points. So now Germany, who was riding high after the first couple of days, all of a sudden are looking very iffy and very shaky. I think you knew this team would be inconsistent, but to beat an elite team and then come and lose in overtime to Angola, no offense to Angola, you really would like to see a little bit more stability from them. And as an American, I'm kind of liking that, thinking we might see Germany in the first round after pool play. So that's what we had today. The big things to take away from this: Lithuania still hot, still the comeback kids. Germany inconsistent, and basically this tournament's wide open. Yeah, the United States are undefeated, but frankly, doesn't matter. We have not looked that good. We have not looked that strong. Got a couple of early wins against Croatia and Slovenia before they figured themselves out. You know what? Tomorrow's the last day. We'll have a lot more answers, and I will be right back here tomorrow to hook y'all up with that information. So thank you very much. If you followed along with the live blog, check back tomorrow. Brazil-Croatia, the game of the day, to see who can get third place in this very, very lately competitive Group B. Y'all take care. Freaknik.